parents welcoming a newborn into their family can face financial stress if their employer doesn't offer paid parental leave. More than 30,000 state public employees have no such benefit. But as our June Leffler reports, Kentucky politicians and policy researchers want to see that change.
Research suggests parents and newborns fare better when mom or dad have paid leave. The left-leaning Kentucky Center for Economic Policy says state government would function better, too, with such a policy.
We have 33,000 folks who work for the state, and we've heard a lot in past legislative sessions about how hard it is to find and retain good quality workers in Kentucky. So one thing that we feel like would really go a long way toward helping that, as well as provide a host of other benefits to new parents and their children, is making sure that there's at least 6 weeks of paid parental leave for any new parent who works for the state.
KY Policy found other employers in Kentucky already offer paid parental leave.
Kentucky employees, particularly in some of the more white-collar positions in state government, they're directly competing for workers with other governmental entities. So that includes places like Lexington, Louisville, and Frankfort. That includes places like the University of Kentucky, Northern Kentucky University. That includes healthcare systems like Norton and UK Healthcare, and then some other types of private sector places like Amazon. And all the places I just mentioned offer some form of paid parental leave.
Most workers can take weeks off to care for a newborn under federal protections, but that's unpaid. If state employees don't have enough vacation or sick days to cover their absence, they might just leave their job.
There's plenty of research to show that when there's not paid parental leave, after particularly a new mother has a child, they tend to stay home. Now that doesn't happen the majority of the time, but it happens enough that we think that it creates a real burden for state government. We also know that it can cost up to 21% of a year's salary for that position to hire for that new worker. So in many ways, we think this could be a cost saving to the state, particularly considering there's very little money that would need to be put up to be able to pay for it.
That's why some fiscal conservatives like the idea, too.
This is the type of benefit that evens the playing field with some private sector jobs. And we do want to attract talented folks into these positions in state government. And if it can be done, which it appears, will be done without impacting the pension system or having a very significant cost with it, there's just an opportunity for there to be broad support for it.
Last session, State Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe proposed 4 weeks of paid leave for state employees. Right now, she is pushing the Beshear administration to enact a paid leave policy of its own before she takes the fight again to the General Assembly. For Kentucky Edition, I'm June Leffler.
The full case for paid parental leave report is online at kypolicy.org.